The Board of Trustees of Crystal City Independent School District will meet in regular session at 6 p.m. Monday, May 16, 2022, in the Administrative Building Boardroom, 613 West Savannah Street in Crystal City, Texas. Number one, call me. Time is. All right, roll call, Ms. Carlos.
Mr. Eric Garcia.
Here.
Mr. Ray Espinosa.
Here.
Mr. Luz Mata.
Here.
Mr. Victor Bonilla III.
Present.
Mrs. Nora Flores Guerrero.
Present.
Mrs. Melissa Marquez Guerrero will be absent today. And Mrs. Peggy Young.
Present.
For the record, we do have a quorum. All right, number three, moment of reflection. All right, number four, audience and patrons. We do have somebody signed up, Ivy Lorraine, is that pronounced right?
Yes.
Lopez. Oh, man, if you want to take the podium, I'm going to read a quick little paragraph to you, and then we'll begin. 5 minutes. All right, so before you begin, just got to give you a couple of instructions here. So each public comment speaker will be allowed a minimum of 5 minutes to address the board. Any public testimony speaker who is speaking through a translator will receive up to 10. That's not the case here. If a group of people want to be heard on the same topic, the board asks that they designate a spokesperson to avoid needless repetition. The board shall not allot no more than 30 minutes for speakers on items not on tonight's agenda. The board has adopted rules to preclude the abuse of open forum by, for example, anyone uselessly repeating the same comment or complaint meeting after meeting. Please keep your comments or criticism civil and courteous. Please also avoid using profanity and refrain from making personal attacks on others during your opportunity to speak. Last, we ask that you not discuss students who are not your own child. Yelling inappropriate, uncivil, or discriminatory comments will not be permitted. In the event your comment in the judgment of the proceeding officer or myself constitutes a complaint or charge against an employee or officer, it may be necessary for me to interrupt and ask you to stop and direct you to proceed with the school district's formal grievance procedures or have the item heard in executive session depending on the nature of the complaint. Understand? Mr. Secretary, Mr. Mata here is going to give you the countdown on 5 minutes, and then you can begin. Thank you.
You ready?
Well, good evening, school board members. I come before you today to propose the naming of the football field in honor of my father, David Lopez, on behalf of myself and multiple members of the community that have reached out stating the same opinion. We are proposing it be named David Lopez Field at Javelina Stadium. It was always my father's dream for the field to be named after him, but he always wanted to keep it Javelina Stadium because of his love for the Javelinas. Being out on that field was his favorite place to be ever since he played out on the field during his high school years. During his 12 years at CrystalCity ISD, 10 as athletic director and head football coach, he enjoyed being on the field, coaching football, and molding the youth of the community of Crystal City. While out on that field, he accomplished many things, and under his guidance, he led Crystal City to the best 5-year run it has ever seen. From 2014 to 2019, Crystal City was a machine. And I know you all know, it was awesome. The Crystal City Javelinas won 67% of their games, going 39-19, and averaging 7 to 8 wins a year. He turned Javelina Stadium into a place that opposing teams feared. And during his term as athletic director and head football coach, he led the Javelinas to 6 of their 9 state football playoff appearances, including 3 by-district football championships. And he is the winningest coach in Crystal City football history. Not to mention multiple district championships and state championships that were brought to Crystal City under his guidance as athletic director. So we are asking for the field to be named after him, similar to how Tate Field is named after Coach Tate. We are proposing the football field because that is where my father excelled, and it was his home away from home, but in reality, my own home was his second home to the field. And we hope that you can find in your hearts to grant this deserved request. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. right, number 5, moving on, special recognitions. A, introduction of the new athletic director, Ms. Vidona.
Coach Battle has joined our team, and so we've asked him to present himself to the Board of Trustees formally. Coach Battle?
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Desmond Battle. I'm the athletic director, head football coach. From Crystal City, Texas, graduated class of 2008. I then met my wife, girlfriend at the time, here in Crystal City High School as well. She graduated here before me, but we met in high school and we're still together at this time. Have a little 4-month-old, also named Desmond Kyrie Jr., so hopefully see great things from him. After high school, I then moved on to San Antonio, where I got my bachelor's degree at UTSA, Birds Up, and then later on I get my master's at Lamar University. I made previous stops at different locations while I was coaching San Antonio, my first stop being at Breckenridge High School and ISD, coaching under Willie Hall. And I moved on to Wagner High School, Judson ISD, and where I coached under Coach Bruce. And then my current last stop was in Little Howard Taft, Northside ISD, where I coached under Richard State. I coach under a lot of great men, a lot of great leaders, and just trying to mold myself into what they did. Moving forward, my wife's also a kindergarten teacher. She teaches at Edgewood Elementary, Edgewood ISD. I just want to say thank you guys for the positive support that I've received from everybody, from admin, board members, family, friends. I just want to say thank you guys for everything. Up to date, my vision for Crystal City High School is for Crystal City High School to grow now as an athletic program, not only for football, but for all sports, to be recognized statewide. My mission is our athletic program will develop outstanding young men and young women who will display excellence on and off the field in the classroom and serve as great community members. Short-term goals, my goals as athletic director is to build back our athletic programs, not only football, by implementing our vision and mission statement, which I just completed. How I plan on doing this is with branding our athletic facilities. So branding, that's one of the things I plan on doing for a short time, to start branding, start putting our names, start revamping things, and to where it can pop out to say Crystal City Athletics. That way I know some things should be painted over, to need to be just kind of things like that. So my short-term goal is to revamp the athletic program with the branding of the program. Thus far, I've met with the campus principals at all campuses. I met with them to discuss my mission and vision statement for Crystal City Athletics, as well as the PE teachers as well. I met with them, kind of discussed what their curriculum looks like, and meeting at them at a later date. I've also met with the maintenance department to establish a relationship to help build and resolve any maintenance issues that we currently have at this moment. I've also met with the current head coaches of Crystal City Athletics. We had a meeting with them, kind of discussed the new vision, new mission that I have for athletics. As well, we came together and come with some resolve to some short-term goal that's helping us as current next year as well for the current year. I've also met with the entire staff as well of Crystal City High School. If they coaching and support, we met last couple weeks ago. We got a term where we discussed also mission and vision and established my rules and procedures for them as coaches. I also added Sports U for all our sports communication for athletes and parents. We're up to 80 members in football and 63 members for freshman athletics. And then I got also powerlifting, tennis, every sport is also on Sports U. That way we can have another outlet for communication. That'll be represented tomorrow. We're getting a great turnout in numbers. They're increasing daily. I implemented a new weight room program to where the kids are welcome to come after school to work for 45 minutes in the weight room, and the numbers increasing daily. We started at 30, now I think we're up to like 55, 60 average on a day. Also, with the increase in numbers, I promoted Coach Anthony Almeidas to our equipment coordinator, to help with inventory needs and to address anything we have going on, creating an inventory list, and he's kind of involved. Me and him are both involved together to help create this inventory problem that we're having right now. I'm currently working with all head coaches to finalize the facility use for basketball, the gyms, and all the fields. I'm working with all head coaches to come up with a calendar for this year so we can present that to people outside leagues and things like that, to where we can say, we have this day available for you, this day available for the gym or for fields. So we're currently working on that. Our deadline for that is for the end of the school year. That's I've also finalized our summer shrimp schedule for the summer. That's going to be presented to the community tomorrow. It's summer finalized for what we're going to be offering for the summer shrimp. We're going to have 2 sessions. We're going to have 7:30 to 9:30 as our incoming freshmen and all sport athletic girls. And in the afternoon, the 10 to 12 will be the athletic boys, 10 to 12 grade. We'll also be offering sport-specific training for students as well. I met with head coaches to kind of outline what their times and dates are for that specific sport training for their specific sport. I've been in budget managed training with Mr. Cepeda. We'll be weekly over here in his office, and we kind of discuss the budget and kind of getting on track for where we need to be next year and projections, things like that. I'll also be continuing my leader training over the summer throughout the, my leader training for personal over the summer with all the leaderships of the school system. I've also created an athletic needs assessment to address current future issues of facilities, uniforms, and equipment of the overall budget. So I've submitted that already for my athletic. Also, I have scheduled this week, meet the AD night tomorrow night at the high school in the auditorium. You guys are more than welcome to come join us out there in the auditorium to kind of discuss vision, mission, and expectations for parents, as also as well getting the sports youth codes out to parents to let them know how we communicate. You guys are more than welcome. Long-term goals. My goals for long-term is remodel and renovate the facilities to help with the growth of our increasing participation numbers. So right now we're currently sitting in a space that's not the size for our athletes right now. So my future goal is, long-term goal, is to get a facility that could equip all our future athletes that with the increasing numbers. As well as that, I also continue to grow our coaches as well, offering trainings, a minimum of 2 per year, and things like that to keep them going and keep them learning as lifelong learners. This is my plan for Crystal City High School. Thank you for your time.
Have any questions for Coach Bow?
No, but I'd like to say welcome aboard, sir.
Welcome. Welcome home.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Moving on to B, C, campus and student of the month, please.
We'll begin with Dr. Tomas Rivera Elementary. Mrs. Guerrero.
Rivera campus. Teacher. Teacher for Rivera campus.
The DTR staff member of the month is unable to attend this meeting. Is a pre-K3 instructional aide. It's her first year on the DTR campus. And she had 6 nominations from fellow staff members saying that she is always willing to help when asked and is phenomenal with kids. I'd like to present the month of May, September staff member of the month to Miss Adriana Ferrer. Our student of the month is at T-ball, and T-ball won over the board meeting. We have Mr. Sean Luna. Sean Luna is a pre-K3 student in Ms. Venetta's homeroom. He likes to build tall buildings and create new structures. He works really hard and loves to listen and learn. Mr. Sean Luna.
All right.
Zavala Elementary.
Zavala teachers.
Maddie.
Zavala students.
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hold on.
So this is our Maddie Young, and she is our student of the month. She's a 3rd grader, and what Mrs. Guerrero had to share is Maddie is an awesome and compassionate student. She always goes out of her way to make sure everyone, including herself, are on task and have materials needed to be successful. Maddie has shown so much growth this year academically and has so much more self-confidence. She has great attendance and always shows up with a smile. She truly is an amazing kid. It has been my pleasure to have her be a part of my class. Ms. Gonzalez had to share, Maddie is a hardworking student, always tries her best, and is a very determined individual. She excels in everything she strives for. On top of that, she is a very caring person and goes out of her way to help others in need, whether it be academically or emotionally. She is quick to lend a hand whenever it is needed, including consoling friends and classmates that are down or providing a positive word to help them keep going. It has been a pleasure to have her in our classroom this year. And so I'd like to also point out that she does have 100% attendance this year. She's had it for the past 3 years, moving here to everything. She even stayed for Monday and Tuesday extended school, and she attended Saturday school up until mom decided to put her in basketball. And I was like, I don't think to come anymore. So the JMS will be gaining several third graders, including Miss Maddie.
We're gonna preach you. They're gonna force you to.
Can you get one of her show? I can put it on our wall. But you have to send it to. Oh, the paper, bring it up. And then mom is there. Mom, you want to take?
There you go, picture.
Yeah.
Can you get one? Thank you. And so, as I prepared for who should be the chosen one for a teacher or staff member of the month, several people came to mind. Three things. Staff member shined in their own way. The reason you see it like your agenda is I felt it was best for all of us to be recognized. Becoming an administrator has brought upon a whole new perception of living in the education system. As a classroom teacher, my focus was my students and only my classroom students. Always question myself, what are my next steps? What am I going to do that will benefit the class? As an AP, the focus was still students, but in a greater capacity. It became all campus students. As a principal, you build a love for not only students, but all staff members. And you learn to love in a greater capacity. The question still remains, what are my next steps? What will I do that will be best overall for students and staff, parents, and stakeholders? I think of how the year went by and how everyone had to endure one thing or another during the pandemic year. This was the mental, emotional, and physical toll that it had on everyone. And then it became an extension of like this was so I'd like to present my first grade teachers. Finished my PS, spent almost a whole year right there. And she came in with a smile every day, and she had that first grade class. Mr. Garza and Mrs. Garza, who experienced loss during this year. Ms. Anita Santos, who was in retirement, came into the first week and stayed there for the entire year. Ms. Araceli is also pregnant, had a baby in the middle of the pandemic, but returned to school and decided to come and finish out the school year with her first graders. And Ms. Monica Hernandez, who came in every day, hardly every day, she's getting pulled out for jury duty. My second grade teachers. I'd like to present to you, Selena Lopez, always very dedicated, comes in with a smile, the kids love her. Erica Palacios, who came in also embraced second grade and always on top of it. Mr. Martin also, he's this year, he's been working really hard, stayed away from teaching athletics and decided I'm going to focus on this. Ms. Sandra Moreno, who came in certified and she's uncertified and she passed her something. She's just waiting on her PR and she's doing it. And she also comes in every day. I want to miss, I don't know, what, can you work with me? Can you work with me? This and that. So she was also very good with this. Ms. Rosa Diaz and Ms. Guadalupe Hernandez who came in from BTR and hated me right at the beginning because I moved them from first grade to second grade and they're like, oh, no. But they grew to the other position and embraced it and they've been phenomenal. Is Catherine Leon who comes in every day from Asherton and she comes in on time, she works with the students and it's my third grade teachers. This is the team that endured it all. Elizabeth Santiago, who has showed up also with a Michelle Gonzalez, who comes in. But by the end of the day, she's smiling and hello sunshine, and she's got it. Mr. Trevino also, Ms. Lopez, I don't want to mix, what can we do? Bonnie, who has a very soft, she still comes in always. She will teach them that will just grasp their attention. I remember going into the bathroom and oh my God, supposed to Laura Gutierrez also moved from kinder to second and now in third and has such a new team. Everything she's embracing it. Gina Sendero, she hated me at the beginning of the school year. Went from second to third grade and she was like, I'm not gonna answer your call, I'm not gonna answer your call. She said, I'm gonna answer your call. She shows up, you're moving me right, you're moving me. And so, but she also brought third grade, she learned that she had a conversation with Ms. Lopez. I did a trade this year, I went to college and I learned to ask questions and how to teach them. And Ms. Cindy Martinez will go above and beyond, will look at data sideways, backwards, rewind, fast forward, bring it back, look at it sideways, and she just embraced the new, the ANM, what was that program called? The ANM program, the Victory, and Project Victory. She taught science and as they go on. The students that she taught will be invited again next year. They were given whatnot, and she stayed from 5 to 6 for about 2-3 months to teach on top of her teaching. And our support services, we have Alicia Mendoza, who is phenomenal, always supporting all parts. Ms. Bobby Ivy also regularly here in the evening. Ms. Ivy, turn off that music, especially during Christmas shows up. Like it's always in a happy LB that always faces any challenge. Anything, or what you need, she's always there. Mr. Coach Bengang, Coach Aguilar, both of them started off the school year without a coach. Took it on, took that coaching position, they made it their own, they got the teaching check, they knew exactly what she was doing, and coach her. And they kind of showed her the ropes, and she's loving it, and just like family, she's already ready. And Gabriela Gonzalez, our GT teacher, she's been great helping out on presentations. And we have our specialist at Ms. Mandin, Mr. Maya Raul Lopez. Again, my and I know in our leaders oh my goodness, turn that spectrum around because when they first started, just getting them started, just getting them used to the routine, this is school, we're gonna get readjust and all of that. So they've turned that, they've done wonders in the spectrum. Mr. Santos, who has missed maybe one day in the whole school, his name, and Regina has gone. Regina Perez, Regina Perez, she has done phenomenal this year. That's her first year. Dora, Melinda, Mrs. Lena Casano, our IAs, very flexible this year. We need you here, we need you here, we need you here, we need you here. The teacher couldn't come in today, but still get in here. And they're always ready to do it. Along with Flores and Mrs. Lopez, these are my diehards right here. They're ready. Ms. Lopez, what do you need? What do you need? I'm here every single day. And they will bring, if they miss, they will bring you a medical excuse. Here it is. I want you to know I didn't miss for nothing. So these are my diehards right here. Our lunch ladies who have provided lunches for all our students, have been great. Rosa, Ms. Norma, Mr. Maldonado, and Rafa, who calls in every single day to all the parents. Give me the list, give me the list. Oiga, se cuenta tu hijo, ahorita que está aquí en la escuela, ¿cómo va a aprender? He needs to be here, he's gonna learn. So she's always calling, doesn't miss. And Miss Gracie, I need you to submit this PO already, Gracie, what are you doing, Gracie? Submit this PO, I wait. So they all like, next one, they all had to tolerate me this year. Miss Beth was very, totally new way of being an instructional coach, with the guidance of Jonas and Mr. Serna, who is, safe here, and as assistant principal at part, to be as part of our staff. So, present to you all this, and all this work.
Benito Juarez, Mrs. Bermea.
Benito Juarez.
We have Benito Juarez Elementary, Ms. Janaya Danelle McCall, our May Student of the Month. Janaya is a dedicated student and serves as Student Council Secretary. Ms. Mata says Janaya is always positive, friendly, and very resilient. Ms. Guerrero, her math teacher, remarked, Janaya has a strong work ethic and tries to improve herself daily. She is eager and willing to help others. Often she is the first of all teachers to present and model solving a problem. Ms. Soto says Janaya is a natural leader among her peers. When working within a group, she facilitates and ensures her group is involved in the task. Congratulations, Janaya. One could not be here. It's Mr. fifth grade science teacher, Mr. Felipe Perez. Mr. Perez has great enthusiasm for his content and is very passionate about bringing science to life. Ms. Mata says Mr. Perez is one who will stand in the gap for his students to make sure they succeed. Case in point, Mr. Perez brought in his 2-year-old keyboard-tailed chameleon named Nanook to help his students learn about structures and functions, inherited traits, and learn behaviors that help animals survive in their environment. Congratulations, Mr. Perez. I just kept hearing the kids talking about a Nanook and what is a Nanook? And it's the chameleon, and if you haven't seen our Benito Juarez page, it's there dated. Mr. Perez could not make it, but he did say, if you can just say a big thank you to the entire board for giving me the opportunity. I truly appreciate it, and I will continue to make every day count in my classroom as I strive to be the best teacher that I can be for all of my students. Thank you.
Bly Junior High, Mr. Alvarado.
Wish I know.
Model pose. All right, student of the month, we have Ms. Brianna Muncada. As we get ready and as we're transitioning, for next year, and we start thinking about, what 7th graders are coming up and who we're gonna start picking as our leaders and announcers and stuff like that for next year. I could only think of one, and right now it's Ms. Brianna Muncada. She is an awesome student for us. Puts a smile on my face every time I have a conversation with her. She takes the time to help out other students. She loves helping the staff. I mean, she'll even, what's your favorite thing to do?
The lunch lady?
God loves to try and go and help the lunch ladies. I'm like, no, Brie, you gotta stay over here. But she wants to take the little numbers and she wants to help serve. And I'm like, no, come on, Brie, over here. But, awesome student for us. I'm really proud to have Brianna Muncada as our student. All right.
Parent? Picture with the mother?
Devin? Come on.
All of them.
Oh my gosh. Guys, we gotta have the gang in it, you know?
Although it's hard to follow Ms. Mata, but I also had the same thought process, although I didn't go GT on it. I also wanted to recognize my paraprofessional staff, Ms. Irma Sepulveda, Ms. Alma Flores, Ms. Marta Lomas, Ms. Estela Gutierrez, Mr. Rudy Castillo, Ms. Nelda Castillo, Ms. Roselda Lopez, Ms. Alessandra Garza, Ms. Noreli Posada, Ms. Oya Velasquez, and Ms. Nikita Estrada. These are my paraprofessionals and IAs at our campus. And, like everybody else is saying, it was a pandemic here, and these ladies and gentlemen really stepped it up. The schools function on our IAs this year, honestly. Every time somebody had COVID or every time somebody had to miss, it was a hard time looking for substitute teachers, and these ladies just stepped it up, and went into the classrooms. Mr. Castillo also, step it up and go into the classrooms, help out as much as possible. There was times where they were the substitute teacher for 3, 4, 5 days in a row, without complaining, just getting in there and creating their own lessons, not just, babysitting, but actually going in there and taking care of the classrooms and making sure that the students were learning. We had some students that were in remote learning, and we had these paraprofessionals had their own classroom through the Google Classroom, and they met with these students daily, making sure that they had their lessons and everything. So I can't say enough about my support staff, everybody in the offices, and everything that we have. I really do appreciate it. So.
High school, Mrs. Rabasa.
Mrs. Edina goes by Edie Medina. She's a mighty senior, about to graduate. And she's been an outstanding student at CrystalCity High School. She's also an outstanding 4-year president and member of the CrystalCity 4-H Club. She received special recognition with honor cords and a commemorative pin for 9 years of service and dedication to the 4-H program and the community. She was also awarded certificates for her success with her animal and non-animal projects. She's a Crystal City High School senior, ranked 7th in the top 10% of her graduating class with a 3.7 GPA. She has earned 27 college credit hours through SWTJC. She was inducted into the National Honor Society based on her educational merits and leadership qualities. While in high school, she played softball all 4 years and was also part of the science club where she served as president her senior year. Irinea will be continuing her education at Texas A&M in College Station, where she will study animal science and eventually become a veterinarian. She is the daughter of her proud parents, Albert and Diana Medina of Crystal City.
Yes.
The parent?
Yes,
Yeah.
come on over.
Take a picture.
Get a picture with your dog.
Take a picture.
I think it's me, baby.
I'll put it on me first. Okay.
Do you want to come up for yours? Or you know what, can I take one with them?
Sure, of course, yes.
That's your phone, Mrs. Medina? Okay.
It's okay, Rey, no sabes.
Awesome.
Thank you. Congratulations.
All right.
The next person, our teacher of the month, is Mr. Ray Flores, and his reputation precedes him. He is our cosmetology teacher. He's had great success in the cosmetology program. Many of the students, I would say about 99.9% of the students graduate with an industry certification in cosmetology. And the reason I mentioned his reputation precedes him is because he also excels on the court with our boys basketball team. They have this year earned the by-district championship. So on and off the court, Mr. Flores is always there to help our teachers and our staff just excel and be successful. So congratulations, Mr. Flores.
Right there.
All right, thank y'all principals and all the participants that showed up. All right, at this time, I've been asked by our superintendent to, if we can go over to closed session because our attorney, I think, has other commitments. So we're gonna go into closed session now, going into 10. The Board of Trustees will meet in closed session as authorized under the Texas Government Code, Section 551.071 and 551.074 of the Open Meetings Act. Time is